Hey everybody, welcome to the Coffee Mug Challenge 2020 webinar. I'm just going to get this started here real quick. My name's Will from PPC Coach. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you can hear and see me. Okay, just making sure everything's all on the up and up. Good. And all right, cool. There we go. Yeah, 1 in the chat box. We're good there. Now, where are you located? Let's see who's the furthest away. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. As most of you know, just about 2 hours from Detroit. 2 hours from Toronto. Serbia, holy crap. I think we have a winner. Bristol, UK. Victoria, BC. Moncton, New Brunswick. Indiana. Jamaica. I'm jealous. I would love to be in Jamaica right now. That would be awesome. So we literally have people from around the world. That's very cool. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. A couple more coming in there too. All right. So again, thanks for coming. I do have a lot of stuff to show you. I'm not going to keep you all day though. I like to cover this stuff as quickly as I can. So what are we going to cover? Basically 3 things. Number 1 is what to sell. You already know this part because I kind of gave it away in the title of the entire webinar. Number 2 is how to sell it. Think funny and going viral. So this is a different approach than I typically take, but it works very well. And number 3 is how to ensure success. That's not what you think. So who's this for? The following people. People who are starting out online with print on demand and paid traffic. So print on demand, as you know, you don't have to buy any inventory. It just gets printed and shipped when the order comes through. Very awesome way to do it. And paid traffic, I mean, my favorite is Facebook, although I am really getting into YouTube ads quite a bit here. So stay tuned for that coming up. And it's also for people who have tried and failed in the past, people who need some inspiration, people who need some motivation, people who need accountability, which is huge, and people who do not quit at the first sign of trouble. It's also for just, people who want to connect all the dots, because this can be confusing if you haven't done it before. Who it's not for, the following people, like negative people, can't stand them, too old for that. Finger pointers, when you point a finger, a couple are pointing right back at you. Quitters, bad attitudes, and all around unpleasant people. So you're here. So I am sure that you're in the right place. If you stay until the end, I do have a special offer for you. But before we begin, I usually like to take this time to introduce myself. This time, not going to do it. If you want to know more, go to my group, ppc-coach.com/group, or go to my website and you can check it out there. Instead, let me show you who I am and how I operate. So I do practice what I preach, which is a little bit different than most people. And I love helping others succeed. So that's like a little stat from Christmas. We just came out of the Christmas buying frenzy there, and I had a really good Christmas season. I did over 6 figures in revenue on GearBubble alone, which is a print-on-demand platform that I use. So the ROI was about 40% on average. So I did pretty good for a 2-month run, selling things like necklaces and coffee mugs and things like that on GearBubble. The point is, you have to make hay while the sun shines, right? Meaning timing is everything. So the next big thing is basically evergreen coffee mugs. And the reason I'm putting this in here is we just came out of basically the Valentine's Day season is closing very soon. So we need to have something to fill in the gap, right? We need to have something that we can do basically year round. And that's between the big holidays. So the big holidays are huge. You've got Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, wedding season. But we need stuff in between that so that we can be running campaigns and selling stuff year round. And that's where coffee mugs come in, right? So what can you do? You can basically sell funny coffee mugs year round. And a lot of people have like Etsy stores or they upload them to Amazon. That's all fine and dandy. I'm going to show you how to do it with paid traffic though. So how simple? Come up with an idea, get a design made, or make it yourself. You simply upload that design to the print-on-demand platform. You market it with paid traffic, and you make money. That's about it. Sounds simple? Well, I mean, there's a little bit more to it, but that's where I come in. I'll teach you how and support you along the way. Here's a couple examples of people that are succeeding. So here's a fellow on my forums. Just wanted to thank Will for sharing his expertise with us and give some motivation to forum members who didn't get started yet. I think I found a winner because I made $400 with $198 invested into ads. So that's pretty awesome. Here's another one. This guy actually does a lot of coffee mugs too. So hello, it's me again. Reached 3.5, about 3,500 in revenue with 50% profit because people are buying more than one necklace. what's working for me. So after getting some sales using interests like, fatherhood, Duck Dynasty, Rifle Association, I tried lookalikes. That didn't work. So I moved to, I kind of blanked it out because you got to be a forum member to see that. Some days are good, some are bad. Kill the campaign in the bad days and increase the budget in the good days. He basically summarized paid traffic in one sentence. If it's not working, turn it off. If it's working, keep it going. Like that's about it. So he tells how he found the designs, and he's got a couple of screenshots there too. This guy did gigantic numbers in the Christmas run up. Like the 3K in revenue was basically a joke to him later on. So here's another one. Hey everyone, just wanted to post a quick screenshot of my recent milestone hitting $1,000 profits on Shine On. So I just joined the forum a month ago and started with the Christmas challenge number 2. Applied the techniques immediately. My ad spend's a little high and I'm not profitable yet, but I'm trying to tweak and adjust so that I can turn a profit. However, I came into this understanding that I'm learning at this point and spending is a cost for valuable knowledge. Thank you, coach, and everyone here on the forum for continuing advice and support. So why would I post a screenshot of a guy that made money but he's not profitable yet? Because we all start there. We're human. You don't jump in and just instantly make money. You got to go through some crap to get there, right? That's why I posted that. So there's a lot more too. On my forums, I have a whole success story section that I'll show you later on in this webinar. But how did they do this? Basically, they got some help and they took some action, which is why you're here. Maybe you want something you can sell year round, and that's why I put together the Funny Coffee Mug Challenge. Oh, 2020, I've actually made a mistake there. Got to get my years right. More on that later. Let's get into the training now. So today, like I said, we're going to cover 3 things, and then I'm going to make you an offer at the end. Number 1 is what to sell. Can you guess? Coffee mugs. Funny coffee mugs. Why? Because they can go viral. If you post something funny on Facebook and people like it, they will share it, they'll comment, they'll like it, and then Facebook actually likes that, because if Facebook sees a post that is getting lots of likes, lots of comments, lots of shares, they're actually going to give you organic or free traffic as well. But we can't get to that point really without, giving a little boost, and that's where the paid traffic comes in. So why mugs? Well, basically because they're great to give as gifts and they're great to buy for yourself. So usually when I'm advertising on Facebook, it's a gift angle that I'm using a lot because it works very well and it sells a lot of necklaces and stuff that I sell. But the coffee mugs is a whole different world because we can go with funny and creative and it works awesome too. So that's why we're going to do mugs. Now the profit margin is pretty small on these, so we do have to have a system in place to take that into account. But between the viral ability and the back end system to get more sales from, multiple sales from an existing customer, we can make this work. So if you want to see a few examples, let's see some right now. I'm going to go to here. Just going to get out of my presentation. Just go to Etsy. Etsy is like covered in all this stuff. So you can see even right on the front page, you were the best coworker I could have. I don't know what that says. You were the best coworker I could have ever gotten stuck with. So this is a retirement mug. Goodbye, coworker. Coworker leaving. Farewell gift for coworker. Going away gift for coworker. Thank you for gifts. That kind of thing is a gift. And if you have somebody that's retiring, there you go. Bingo. But let's not just stop there. Let's go here. Funny coffee mugs. And here you're gonna get a whole 190,126 results on Etsy. If that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will, because that many mugs are listed on Etsy. Do you know why they're listed on Etsy? Because they sell. That's why people will buy coffee mugs online. So why don't we take a piece of this? So here's ships to Canada. Well, let's remove that. Let's go ships anywhere. Oh, 234,779 results. Can you guys see that? That's coffee mugs listed on freaking Etsy right now. Funny coffee mugs. That's all I typed in. So here's one. A wise woman once said, F this shit, and she lived happily ever after. Wow. Okay. And it's a bestseller. So the thing with Etsy too, when you're looking at a listing, just scroll down, and down here are the reviews. But so this shop has 9,436 reviews, but that's for the whole shop. This for this item is what you want to look at. So this has 63 reviews, which means that at least 63 people, well, sorry, more than 63 people bought this, but at least 63 of the people who bought it actually left a review. So is that not pretty cool? And look what they even did. They put little stars in there. I don't know if you can see that over the C and the I. So that's a little way to get around any filters for like, you know, vulgar language or anything like that. Now, I'm not saying you have to do vulgar language, but I am saying that something like that is doing very well. And then you can also, it says by Tracy, so you can explore the store, custom mugs and more. Now, I apologize if this lady's on the webinar right now, but I mean, yours came up, so you're doing pretty good. I don't mean to blow up your game or anything. And one thing I'll tell you too is just because we saw this, that doesn't mean you go out and make a carbon copy of that at all. Don't do that. Go out and make a unique version with your own spin on it, right? Don't ever be a copycat because that's not good. But if you take kind of the saying and maybe you tweak it a little bit and you do a totally different design, I mean, that's fair game as far as I'm concerned. The guys that copy me, as long as they put their own unique spin and their own unique design, I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, how many women are there that you can target this? I mean, millions, hundreds of millions, even in the US alone. So there's just one example, the first one that came up. She actually has a bunch on the top. So when you see that too, if somebody comes up in this spot on the organic search on Etsy, you know they're doing something right. So the mug is selling and the store is set up correctly. So we're not setting up an Etsy store, but we can use these as clues. Here's another one. I do not spew profanities. I enunciate them clearly like like an effing lady. Okay, so there's another one. 46 reviews for that item. So there you go. Hilarious mug came in time, although it was shattered from shipping. Oh, okay. Ship fast and grateful. The mug turned out exactly how I hoped. I cannot wait to give it to my friend this weekend. So when you're reading through all these reviews, if you see that people are giving these as gifts, there's your angle in your ad. So you do up a version of this, totally different. Don't make it look anything like hers, and you position it as a gift. So you say, "Hey, got any friends that would love this?" Boom, there you go. Now it's a gift, and it is honestly, it's easier to sell gifts, get people to buy something for someone else, than it is to get them to buy it for themselves. Because unless it's super funny and they're really attracted to it, they're probably not going to buy it for themselves. Okay, so there you go. There's your angle. So you can even see why she's in here. She's really stuffed the title with a lot of good keywords. But if you were on Etsy, I mean, you could just look at the listing and say, well, there we go. This is a good listing. So kind of mimic what she did so that when somebody types in funny coffee mugs, you come up there too. Here's another one. Adulthood is straight up the worst hood I've ever lived in. That's awesome. So this is a looks like a newer store, but still selling. It's on sale. They put a sale on it. It's very cool. Let's go to another one. What now, bitch? Okay, interesting. Bestseller. So what's happening here? 27 at least people reviewed this. Gave to my brother for Christmas. We all got a great laugh, and he was happy to drink out of it Christmas morning. Absolutely love this. Posted on Facebook this morning, and so many people are asking about it because they want one too. Is that not like these clues are just like, man, gave this to my daughter for Christmas. She loves it. She loved it. Like they're just like they're spoon feeding you how to market these. Fun mug. Seller's very accommodated. Okay. My wife loved it, which is what matters. Package well, ship quickly. My wife loved it means this guy bought it for his wife as a gift. Had to have it. It was expensive though, so she bought it for herself. Exactly as advertised. I loved it. It was purchased as a gift, and I'm thinking of purchasing one for myself. There you go. So your ad could say, hey, do you have a friend that would get a kick out of this? Boom. There you go. Going viral. Share it with them. No problem. Oh, yeah, and get one for yourself too. So funny. Just as described, I love this mug so much. I bought it for my best friend for Christmas. See that? And it doesn't have to be for Christmas. It could be, do you have a friend who would love this? Would your friend love this? Would your best friend love this? Would your gal pal love this? Would your husband love this? Would your wife love this? Like, there's so many different angles that you can take when you're marketing these mugs that most people don't even think of. They just go, buy this funny mug and then a picture. But that's not good enough. You got to give them a reason. You got to take an angle. And the gift angle is ultimately the best angle you could ever do. So you can just see like there's tons there. Let's go back here. I guess it's more to do with the dinosaur has short arms. Is that the joke? I'm guessing. Anyway, here's another one. This one I actually made a version of and it did sell. It's when you see bestseller, that's always like ding ding ding. We got a good one here. So 37 reviews for this one. The shop itself has like 674. Delivered quick, great because it was for a birthday gift. You guys get it? People buy coffee mugs for other people, and they buy funny coffee mugs for other people. My daughter will love this. Okay, so I'm not going to keep going on the gift angle. You guys get it? Oh my God, jeez. That's just awful. Is that Jeffrey Dahmer? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that's Jeffrey Dahmer, the guy that was eating other guys. I think he's dead now. I eat guys like you for breakfast. Dear God. Wow. So for this item, 148. So a lot of guys have a warped sense of humor. Oh, I got this mug for my boss for Christmas. This is a huge true crime fan. He literally uses it and washes it in the dishwasher every single day, and it's not faded. Oh my God. Okay, that's hilarious. Oh, Jesus Christ. I like my women like I like my coffee ground up. Oh, no time for clowning around. He's taking me to ride. Wow. So he's basically taking like serial killers and putting them on mugs with funny sayings. Oh my God. That is so warped. Wow. Wow. Anyway, there that is nuts. Okay, I have never seen that before, but wow. I'm actually going to bookmark that because that blows my mind. I'm going to share it. See, that's the thing. It's very warped and it's very bizarre and it's selling like mad, but I'm going to share that with a buddy of mine because he will get a kick out of that too. So there you go, like viral marketing right there. Wow, there's a lot of like vulgar stuff on here. You don't have to do vulgar stuff, but I do what I want. So there's a tame one, like this cat mug, right? I do what I want. Funny coffee mug. So for this one, like there's only 9 for the reviews for this, but I mean for targeting for this, you could target somebody who well, obviously they like cats. You could target them. And if somebody likes cats, odds are they hang around somebody who likes cats. I mean, maybe they know somebody who likes cats, so you could do a gift angle like that. Not quite as popular as the other one, but here's one. Well, let's just go. Oh my God. These serial killer ones are insane. All right, here's an example. I was hoping this would come up. Baby Yoda, Yoda best friend. So bestseller, bunch of reviews. Just one thing with this, be careful. And I'm going to give you guys a warning because if you go with this, this is from the Mandalorian series on Disney Plus. Great series, by the way. Can't wait for the new episodes. But that is going to get you in trouble because Disney are like they will go after you and they'll go after everything. If you sell something that is under their brand or under their trademark, they're going to catch you. If they don't catch you eventually, they're going to get you. They will get you and you will pay. Don't do it. Okay. So I know Star Wars stuff sells like hotcakes. I know it would be so easy to sell Star Wars stuff because it's such a passionate fan base and they eat it up. But there's a reason they eat it up because Disney owns the rights to all that, and Disney has promoted the crap out of Star Wars, and Disney's dumped billions of dollars into that brand. So they've already built that brand up. So you are not allowed to come in and profit from their brand. You're not allowed. Okay, you're not allowed. Same with like NFL, you're not allowed. Major League Baseball, you're not allowed. NBA, you're not allowed. Marvel Studios, so all the superhero movies, you can't profit from their stuff. Okay, so if you're trying to profit like this person from Baby Yoda, you can't. They will catch you. They'll find you. And he even put like, or he or she put like Baby Yoda Green Alien. Like you can't, you just can't do that. Yes, it'll sell. It will absolutely sell. You will make money, and then Disney will send you a letter from their law, like whoever their trademark lawyers, and then you're in deep crap. Don't take the risk. That's my advice. I mean, if you want to, go for it, but I would never do it. Like there's another one. So Disney is actually there was a story they were going through Etsy and they're just searching for their mugs and they're having them all taken down. And if the mug is doing well, they're actually going after the sellers too. So don't do that. Not good. Even here's another one, a TV show or a famous person. So Ron Swanson, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Don't teach a man to fish and feed yourself. He's a grown man, and fishing's not that hard. So Ron Swanson. So yes, it's funny. It is absolutely funny, and there's a lot of reviews, and it's selling. But again, that is, I think it's NBC that owns Parks and Recreation, who owns this character. So if you get on their radar, you're taking a big risk here. So just try and stay away from the stuff that's trademarked. And one thing too, you'll find on, if you do sell on Etsy, there's like trademark crazy people who will trademark like broad terms, and then they'll ask you to take down their mugs, which is nuts. But the beauty of it is when you move that stuff to, like I'm talking like dog mum or something like that. I don't even know if that's trademark, but some lady on Etsy will try and trademark that, and she'll just apply for it, and then she'll go and try and get everybody who puts dog mum on any material item on Etsy, she'll try and get them taken down. It's crazy. But when you go to Facebook and you run an ad for that, she can't do that anymore because they literally just sit on here all day typing in their trademarks or the ones that they actually applied for. So anyway, um, I love The Office. So the worst thing about prison was the Dementors. They were flying all over the place. I think I just watched that episode because I have Netflix playing on in the background. So any Office fans, you'll get that. But again, that's The Office. That's NBC, so you can't really do it. Uh, now here's one. Now this is good. 10 for a copy that. Like that's funny, right? 7 sold, so that's cool. I mean, the shop's not that big with only 66 reviews, but I love it. Can't wait to give it to my brother. That's in Police Academy. Fast shipping. I think that's funny. You know, simple, funny, not vulgar, not anything like that. That's pretty cool. My level of sarcasm depends on your level of stupidity, so speak wisely. Not today, Satan. Love that. I gave a shit earlier, you missed it. I get a Yoda mug, but oh well. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. Kick today in the dick. Okay. Drop it like it's hot. That's funny. Again, like you'll see a lot of these Yoda mugs, but they will be taken down. She believed she could, so she did. Well, there's a nice. It's not funny, but it's like motivational. I think that's a good mug. 26 reviews, so you know why not? A lot of ladies like to have a motivational quote on their mug. Nothing wrong with that. So you can see. Go ahead, call HR. That's good. You can stop bugging us now. Oh dear. Okay, so if you just go to Etsy and you type that in, you're gonna find so many sayings. It's gonna be, you could literally spend all day on here, and I sometimes I find myself going down the rabbit hole, and you know you'll see these ones too, and you'll go funny coffee mugs for men. Okay, well what's that? What do we got here? Your text here. How's that a funny? Well, these are ads, so these top ones are ad. But here, you've been poisoned in the bottom. That's kind of funny. Don't make Asian jokes. It's wrong. Oh my God, that is so bad. Oh dear God. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. That's like slightly inappropriate, but there we go. Say I, spell map, say mess. I am a penis. Get it? That's funny. Blow me, I'm hot. Come on. Anyway, okay, so you get the idea, right? There are a ton of ideas out there, tons of things that you can do, and there's so many different funny coffee mugs out there that you could spend all day on that. Now, the good part is, remember I showed you that number when I removed the shipping to Canada, and it was like 234,000 people. 234,000 coffee mugs listed on frickin' Etsy. What does that mean? It means opportunity. It means we can get into this and we can just kill it. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to go, and that's just Etsy. There's other places too that you can absolutely go to, and you can absolutely find a lot of good ideas. And I do teach people how to like organize this and the research, but it's very cool. So went to Etsy, did some investigating, and this is the one thing, like Etsy sellers don't use paid traffic. And when I'm saying paid traffic, I mean like Facebook ads going somewhere off of Etsy, not necessarily, you know, like you could do paid traffic on Etsy, but it's literally like you tell Etsy how much you want to spend, and then they'll like advertise your mug. I think they have Facebook available, but there's no control. There's no fine tuning. It's like the beginner level of advertising. It's like Google Shopping. You just kind of have a bunch of products, and Google goes and figures out who the buyers are. That's not good. So we want to be a little bit more advanced than that, and we will. I mean, paid traffic is absolutely the best way to advertise your stuff. You could sit there and wait for sales, but why don't we just actively go out and get them instead? So are you pumped yet? Do you see what's possible? Give me a 1 in the chat if you saw, or I should say, are you pumped or are you offended? Because now those aren't my mugs, so don't be offended at me. But there are a lot of comments coming in saying, all right, too funny, both offended and pumped. I apologize. I didn't, that's Etsy's letting that stuff through. I mean, I find a lot of it funny, but there is some that is totally inappropriate, and I agree with you. So, but different strokes for different folks, right? Everybody's got a different, not sense of humor, but level of stuff that they'll accept, I guess. So anyway, let's move on to the second part now, so I don't get in trouble. Number 2 is how to sell it. So we need a system, and the system is kind of step by step how to make this happen. And it's something that you just plug and play, and you keep repeating over and over and over. So you find a mug, you want to promote it, you got to go through all the steps. And when you go through all the steps, that's where you make the money. Not everything that you test is going to work. So if you see a cool saying, you get your own design done up, or you do up your own design, that's totally different spin. And you test it, it might not work. So you just keep going and you repeat the system. So when we have a system step by step, that's very cool. So how many steps are there? There's 5. And I'm going to show you them right now. So step 1 is we have to do research. Now, research is fun, as you can see. So you go to sites like Etsy, Google, Facebook. Redbubble is another big t-shirt site, but I think they have coffee mugs too, I'm pretty sure. Gearbubble, I didn't even go there, but you can go to gearbubble.com. You can go to top sellers and you can look at all the coffee mugs that they have on there. Now they have a lot of Trump mugs there, which is apparently it's okay to sell something with Trump because he's the president, and you're allowed to I guess profit off the president's name when he's in office, something like that. There's some rule, I guess. I don't know. I don't do Trump mugs, but a lot of people do, and they make a lot of money off them. Teespring is another place. Amazon is huge. I didn't even get to Amazon because we spent so much time on Etsy, but you go to Amazon, you type in like funny coffee mugs, and you'll get so many results, it will blow your mind. Okay, so what you want to do when you're going to all these sites is create a Google Sheet. That's free, right? And it's online. You don't have to, like, I don't even know how Microsoft Office or whatever is even surviving anymore now that Google put out sheets and docs and slides. What you're looking at, just sidebar, this slide you're looking at was created on Google Slides, and I used to use PowerPoint exclusively. But now I'm like, why would I bother when I can put it on Google Slides? Same with Google Sheets. I don't use Excel anymore. I use Google Sheets, and I can share that sheet with people and everything. So you can start entering mugs. And the cool part is you can also upload images to a Google Sheet now, which for our purposes is awesome because we can visually see the thing we found. So you go on Etsy and you take a screenshot, save it to a folder, then you upload that to your Google Sheet, and now there's mug number 1, the funny one. And you've got the title, and you've got where you found it, and you've got the status, and it's all ready to go. So your Google Sheet is basically your tracking system for going through the system for marketing and finding and scaling and all that good stuff, right? So you want to create a Google Sheet and start entering mugs. Step 2, creation, get the design made. So when you're doing research, you're basically just pulling in anything that catches your eye. When you get to this phase on creation, you're going to take the designs that you see in your sheet and you're going to start creating your own version. And this is where text-based works very well. You don't even need images on coffee mugs, honestly. My best sellers don't have any images. Now that one we saw with the dinosaur with the extended arm things, that you need an image, but most of the stuff is just funny quotes or funny sayings or funny whatever. And we didn't even get into the custom name stuff where you could have, dear, like there's a dog dad or dog mom coffee mug says like, if I had another dog dad, I would like chew up his phone and pee on his shoes and, punch him in the face or whatever, love. And then you can put your dog name on the bottom. That's available on Gearbubble. So you can do customized stuff too. But your text-based design works very well with customized stuff because you just do up the part that is kind of not customized. You put that on the mug, and then you can enter the field where they can actually enter their name. I can show you that later too. Anyway, then you update your Google Sheet. So you can use Photoshop, GIMP, Canva, Fiverr, WordSwag, PicMonkey, whatever you want to use for this. All right. And then update your sheet, change status to being designed. Now I use this one, WordSwag, a lot because it comes up with some very cool looking text-based designs and you get multiple options. I actually paid for the upgraded pack of whatever to get more options on it. WordSwag, just Google that. You have to install it on your phone. Or if you're on a Mac, you can put it on your computer. They don't have a PC-based version, which sucks. So I have to actually literally do it on my phone, and then I just email it to myself. Okay, step 3, launch. Launch your mug. I prefer a POD platform. POD stands for print on demand. Gearbubble is one, and Gearbubble just came out with two-tone mugs, like basically last week. And the two-tone is just like it's white in the middle. It's got like a colored rim and a colored handle. These are apparently selling really, really well. So that's what you want to look at. Okay, if you just you can do full color mugs like a black or a white, but if you can have something a little bit different, go for it. Then you just update your sheet, change the status to launched because you launched it on the platform. Step 4, test. Now, we will test with Facebook ads, and you have to start small. Especially with mugs, you can't go with gigantic budgets because the margins are so small that we have to really train like the campaign and the ad account and the pixel and the ad set and the ad. We have to train it on what to look for. So we do that by dumping in a little bit of money at a time, like in small amounts, until we build up that pixel. So say we have a pixel for Facebook and we call it funny coffee mugs. So we will dump in a little bit of money into that pixel. As it gets sales, Facebook starts seeing who's buying your stuff, and then they will know who to target with future ads. That's when we can increase the budget. So what I say is let it run for a couple days on a low budget, and the goal is to just find winners that we can then scale. Now, you can't scale right away. It's not possible. You have to start small, especially on newer ad accounts that haven't really spent anything. And I learned this kind of the hard way. I recently created a new ad account just to see what like new people would have to go through versus my big ad account where I've spent over $1 million in it of my own money on this stuff. So I've done a lot of campaigns, but I wanted to see what everybody else experiences. So I created a new one, found a winner, and I tried to scale it real fast. And Facebook they deactivated the account and they said, nope, can't do that. They said policy violation or something like that on an ad. But in reality, when you go from 0 to 100 miles an hour in an ad account, Facebook looks at that as, oh, this guy's doing something bad. He's like black hat or a cloaker. So we're just going to deactivate the account. And their whole, the way they operate is they'll ban it, deactivate it first. And then if you contact them, then they know you're legit. And then they'll typically give you the account back. So that's what I did. Within 3 hours, I had the account back. And it was just because I scaled too fast. So now I know what people go through. So we start super slow on these. And the margins are so small that we have to start super slow anyway. So step 4 is test. Step 5, well, this should be step 5, sorry. Step 5 is scale. So scaling is first with more ads, and second with a back-end email system. So this is where, because of the low profit margin on coffee mugs, if we're running ads, we're going to run more if we find a winner, but we also have to have people that are going on to like our email list. And then on that email, we're going to hit them up with more, guess what? Funny mugs. And they're going to buy more. Because if these people are buying our first funny mug, then odds are they're going to buy more funny mugs in the future from us. They might not buy right away, but they'll buy down the road. Or if they have, if you got an email and you saw a funny mug and it applied to somebody that you could give as a gift to, or you liked it yourself, you're going to do it. And the example I used to show is I actually did buy a Star Wars shirt, and it was off a site called T-Chip. And it said, come to the dark side, we have bacon. And I thought it was funny. And it had a picture of Darth Vader holding bacon. And so I bought one. And I got on this guy's email list. And this guy sent me over 500 emails over like 2 years. And I never unsubscribed. I actually looked at him because I bought a couple more t-shirts from him because I actually liked what he was sending me. It's the same thing with coffee mugs. If you find a funny one and they bought it, then you got them hooked. They're now a customer. It's easier to sell more products to that customer than go out and find a new one. So we will go and find lots of new customers, but we also want to nurture our existing ones. and we want to give them more stuff to buy. So that's what I kind of teach in the scaling. It's not just ads. It's also like the email system, right? That's when it gets fun. When you're selling like thousands of mugs a day or like 500 mugs a day, and even if you're making $5 on a mug, that's like, what's 5 times 500? 2,500 bucks. That's pretty damn good, right? So imagine emails bringing in some of those sales too. That's awesome. So you're gonna have these ad campaigns running for these funny mugs, and then you're gonna have this email list for funny mugs that you can now promote all your new funny mugs to. You could even, now I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, go create a funny mug group on Facebook and invite everybody to join that. So now you've got ads, email, and a group. And you know the best part about having a group? If you want to see, well, what's my next mug going to be? Go ask, hey guys, what would you like to see on a coffee mug? What's the funniest quote I could put on a coffee mug for you? You'll get, depending on your group size, a couple hundred responses, a couple hundred ideas, a couple hundred new tests that you can do. So it's just everything builds on itself and it works very, very, very well. Okay. So let's go here. I know it sounds awesome, right? Having a full repeatable system is awesome. But what if someone out there could teach you this system in detail? Now, somebody said, question coming in, can you show an example of your Google Sheet? No, I can't on this webinar because it's full of ideas and some of them I'm using. However, I will be building a new sheet on the site, and I think you're a member of the site of the forums already, so I will be showing you that. So I bet that would help. That's how I got started online back in 2005. But let's finish this off. It is time for the third part, and that is number 3 is how to ensure success. So, wouldn't that be nice if we can guarantee it? Well, I can't guarantee it, but we can do everything we can to get you there. So the reality check is this is not like a super simple thing we're talking about. There's a lot of moving parts and it can be complicated to figure out. So you need a couple things before you can even start. And the requirements to succeed are an idea, a design, a place to upload it, a way to market it, a way to connect it to an email program. And you need the email program filled out, way to track results, a way to test, launch, scale, retarget. I didn't even talk about that, but we do need that too. So if somebody clicks on your ad, goes to your site, goes to your product page, and doesn't buy it, well, we want to hit them up again. So we'll create what's called a retargeting ad for that, and we'll say, hey, did life get in the way? Come on back and finish your purchase. That's a pretty hot lead, right? That's a hot prospect. That's a hot customer, potential customer. So we want to make sure that we get them back because maybe they're on their phone and maybe they just, something happened, they had to go do something and they forgot to come back. So we'll kind of remind them. And then you need a schedule to follow too. So how do you do this? Well, you've got 2 basic options. Unfortunately, a lot of people take this one on the right, the hard way. They're like, well, okay, I just saw what he did, so I'm going to reverse engineer everything, and I'm going to put together my own system. I'm going to try that, and I hit a roadblock here, but let me go back this way, and I'll try it. Well, that didn't work. Let me try that again. Oh, it works. See how much longer this red line is? This is the easy way. Boom, boom. You skip all that other crap. Why bother testing everything yourself and figuring out systems when you don't have to? So the hard way, go for it. That's all on your own. You can even go to YouTube, right? Search for selling coffee mugs with Facebook ads. There are videos. You'll get the following: different opinions, different styles, outdated methods, shifty people, lots of shifty people, tons of ways. Then you go try each one on your own. And like I said, you'll get there. It'll just take a lot longer. So now you've got something, right? You've got not the solution, but it's something. You've got what's called information overload. And that just means you have so many options that you don't even know where to start. So what do? You go and find more options until you hope to land on that holy grail of, oh, here's a system that'll work. Why don't I just follow this? Which, information overload leads to overthinking and definitely overanalyzing big time. So you do nothing. Like I said, you go back to square one. You start searching again. How can I make my own system? Honestly, that route stinks. I don't suggest it for anyone. I'm guilty of taking that route all the time, but I'm a glutton for punishment. Instead, take the easy route. So learn from someone who's been there, done that, has a t-shirt. So let's go back to 2005 for a second so I can show you what I did. I did it the easy way. I found a mentor and a coach way, way back. Like, I can't believe it's 15 years ago. But what I did, I was working at TD Ameritrade, took the night shift so I could search the internet for how to make money online. I found a mentor. He taught me all about my first business, which was, most of you know, generating secured loan liens online and then selling them to banks in the UK. And without him, I'd still be at a 9-to-5 job. because well, maybe I would have figured it out, but it would have taken me way too long. You know, if you want to lose weight, find someone to teach you how. And if you want to learn scuba dive, find someone to teach you how. And the story I always give with scuba diving is a buddy of mine a couple summers ago, he is a scuba diver and he was going down at my aunt and uncle's cottage and he was cleaning out the water intake pipe and he was doing theirs and a couple of doors down too. He's like, "Hey, you want to try it?" I'm like, yeah, I want to try it. So he hooked me up to like his thing, the mask, and he goes, "Okay, first things first, Will, when you go down, breathe." I'm like, "What the hell do you mean breathe? Of course I'm gonna breathe." He goes, "No, your natural instinct as a human is when you're underwater, you hold your breath because you can't breathe underwater." He goes, "The first things new people do is they hold their breath, and then like you might pass out or you want to panic and come up." He goes, "Just breathe." I'm like, "Wow, I didn't even think of that." But yeah, so I went down and I breathed, and I'm like, "I'm breathing underwater. I would have held my breath if he didn't tell me to breathe. I would have held my breath." So anyway, that's a little sidebar. But want to learn to fly a plane? Find someone to teach you how. In fact, you have to, or you'll kill yourself and somebody else. That's not good. This is no different. You have to find someone to teach you how. No matter what, the best way is to have someone teach you. It's also the best way to ensure success that I know of, which brings me to the last part of the training. At the beginning, I did say I had an offer for you, and I do. It's something awesome. But first, let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying it so far? So I hope that you're nodding your head yes. You think it can work for you? I hope you're nodding your head yes. So far we've covered what to sell, how to sell it, and how to ensure success. So my question is, do you want to take it to the next level? So introducing the Funny Coffee Mug Challenge 2020. So I got the date right this time. Yay. The info and the methods that I've shown only scratch the surface, not even dent, to be honest. But the Funny Coffee Mug Challenge 2020 is all about showing you the exact system to follow by watching me over the shoulder, step by step, in excruciating detail to find ideas, get them created, and sell them profitably. What is it though? It is training and support. Where is it? It's on my forums. How much is it? Less than, well, less than I pay for coffee. I'll tell you that much. But we'll get to that in a second. So if it sounds pretty sweet, it's because it is. What you get with the Funny Coffee Mug Challenge 2020 is 3 live training webinars. Week 1 is research and setup. Week 2 is launching and tracking. Week 3 is ad campaigns, and there's probably going to have to be a week 4 on email too, but I didn't put it in here. There's also get started videos before, over the shoulder. You watch me do it, then you do it in your accounts. So that's pretty cool. It's full training, step by step, in detail. That's just the training part. There is another aspect to it. You do not have to go at this alone. There's no need to fly solo anymore. And if you ever tried talking to someone about online stuff, they'll do this. Wait, what? My wife does that all the time. Every single time I start talking about my business, she does that, and it's hilarious. So, what's the solution? It's basically a group of people who speak your language. That's what you want. That's what the second part is. It's access to the forums. So, what you get with the forums is basically it's a members only forum right on my site. Looks great on mobile too. That was important that you could view it on your phone. It's available 24/7. You get support, you can network. There's people who are in your shoes, people who will help you out, and it's led by me. So that's at least a $9.97 value, probably more actually. And yes, it is as valuable as the training itself because you're getting training and support. So does that sound pretty good? Hope you're nodding your head yes. But that's not all. You also get access to the previous challenges that I've done. So there's 3 previous ones that have been completed. Like this is not my beta run through this. I've been doing this for a long time. Well, the forum's been around since 2007, but this challenge system has been around for a while now too. So there are already 3 previous challenges in the forums that you can digest and devour immediately. They're already complete, and people did already succeed with those, which are 2 Christmas challenges and the Valentine's Day challenge. So that's a 1994 value right there. It is a ton of value that you get for a great, way too cheap price. And I do struggle with this because I don't think I'm charging enough, but I do want to help as many people as possible because it's fun. So it's a combined value of $3,998, but I'm not charging that much, not even close. In fact, you can get in for less than I just paid for my coffee this morning at Tim Hortons. So what's the cost? You're going to love this. Option 1, I've got a $1 trial for 7 days. Then it's $49.99 per month, cancel at any time. I just paid $2 for a large coffee at Tim Hortons about 2 hours ago. So that dollar is a joke. Even the $49.99 is a joke, because if I'm paying like $2 or $3 for coffee every day, say I pay $3 for coffee a day. No, let's just say I get one large coffee, $2 a day times 30 days. That's $60. That's my coffee money. I pay more in coffee than I'm going to pay for this training. There is no excuse for people not to get this. I'm sorry, but you're crazy if you don't buy this. Option 2 is the annual plan. So basically, it's $499.90 per year, charged every year instead of monthly. It gets you 2 months free. So if you go with the annual, which you may as well, because you're going to get a new challenge every single month. Why wouldn't you? It's the equivalent of $41.66 monthly. Saves you money long term, and you can cancel at any time. So if you buy the yearly and you cancel that, you're still in for the year, but you're not going to renew for the second year. It's a membership site, right? You can cancel at any time. You're not locked in. There's no, like programs like Infusionsoft, and they're like, yeah, you can join, but you have to sign a contract and you're going to be locked in for a year and you can't get out. And if you want to get out early, we're going to charge you like $300 or whatever based on how many months you're in. It's just a bunch of baloney. I can't stand that company. They're so confusing to use too, but I don't do that. So I take my experience with other companies. I go, ugh, I don't like that. So I'm not going to do that to my customers at all and my students. So you're not going to want to cancel though. Why? Because every month another challenge starts on the forum. I've got so many plans, so many ideas, so many products, so many systems, so many different things to show you. I've been doing this a long time. The challenges are every month. Okay, so in February, it's the Funny Coffee Mug Challenge. We just finished the one for the Valentine's Day Challenge. Then in March, Father's Day, hoodie, Mother's Day, t-shirt, wedding season challenge. That's a big one too, because people blow a lot of money on weddings. That's why you'll stick around. The key is constant updates and new challenges and the most up-to-date possible training you can ever get. Because if I put a course out, then a couple months later, Facebook makes a change, then my course is not as impactful as my forums where I'm doing stuff live. So it's the most up-to-date challenge you can get. Are you in? I hope so. Go there, ppc-coach.com/join, and you'll see the options. Or you can go ppc-coach.com/trial, and you'll see more info on the forums, and then you can click the join now, which will take you there. So how about a bonus? This is a fast action bonus. So the first 5 people, I do this every time, to purchase that yearly option to kind of entice you a little bit, we'll get a 30-minute strategy call with me. So on Skype with yours truly, let's chat and see if I can help. Tell me what you're doing, and I'll offer my advice. The last one I did, this guy is going to launch like his own platform. And my God, I am so excited to like get in there and beta test it, because holy crap, that guy's going to kick butt. That came from a guy that bought a yearly membership with me, and then we did a call. I'm like, whoa. But anyway, warning, that call is only for the first 5 who purchase the yearly option, so act fast. You can still get in on the $1 trial, but that's for a limited time too. And then you can basically get in for the full price, like $49.99 per month. So far at any time, but I may close that down too. What's the guarantee? Simple. I 100% stand by this. If you do nothing, you will get nothing. Nothing will change in your life. And if your first question is, hey, what's the refund policy? Then don't buy it. We're not a good fit. Your mindset's not right. I don't want you in there. If you take action, follow the challenges, you will succeed. Okay? What I'm saying is, if you want to change, then do it. So if all this did was teach you how to sell funny coffee mugs online profitably year-round, would that be worth it? If all it did was give you support via the members-only forums, would that be worth it? And if it just saved you thousands trying to figure this out on your own, would that be worth it? Yes, of course. So say you want to hit $10,000 per month. You have 2 very basic options. Option 1, do it on your own. Like I said, go to YouTube or Facebook groups, search for how to sell funny coffee mugs online, and you're going to find tons of conflicting information. You might find some good ones, but there's more confusing stuff in there than good stuff. You'll get overloaded. You're going to overthink it. You're going to second guess yourself. You're going to waste time, waste energy. You're going to struggle, and you're going to quit. Option 2, let me teach you. Watch me do it. Replicate it with your accounts. Watch me on every dashboard. Know what buttons to push. Know what settings are best. Know how to set up properly. Know how to manage. Know how to scale. Know how to troubleshoot. Know how to connect all the dots. Save time, save money, be happy. Which option do you prefer? I mean, these are no-brainer questions, right? If you do have any other questions, we are going to wrap this up soon. Email me, ppccoach@gmail.com. So what's the difference between now and later? Now you might be struggling. Later you won't be. This is a limited time offer. It will not be available forever. So now some common questions that I get all the time. I'm going to leave that URL on the bottom right there. You can go there at any time and join. And when you join, you'll get taken. Well, I'll show you in a sec where you get taken. I'll actually show you behind the scenes to the forum. So you see that there are people in there already. So why a membership site? Well, it's more organized versus a Facebook group. I used to run this stuff on Facebook groups, but it was so hard to keep track of questions and comments and flow and everything else that I just stopped. And I put it back on my forums because it's just better. And there's also less worry about building a business on Facebook because at any time Facebook could pull the plug on you. You don't want to build a business on rented property, right? More control, which means a better program, easy to view on mobile. That was the key. How is it delivered? Well, on the forums. I have the best forum software out there. And believe me, I've researched them all and used them all. It's via videos to get you set up before each challenge and 3 live training sessions. And I'll tell you, if you can't make a live one, that's okay. The replay will go up and then you can still get support at any time. So like I said, what if I can't make a session? That's no problem. Replays will be posted right in the forums and they're available to view anytime. So when can you start? Right now. You get instant access to the forums. You can get going. There's already challenges in there that you can devour. There's already stuff going on. Do you need a store? No, not for this challenges. Not for this one. Future ones might need it, but not this one. When you join, you'll get to participate in those in the future too. So what if I just don't get Facebook ads? That's no problem. That means you won't have any bad habits. That means I get a clean slate to start with if you've never done it before. It's actually a good thing. The ones that struggle a little bit more are the ones that already have these bad ideas or bad habits in their head and I have to break them. So what about the next challenge? Well, you do pay monthly or yearly, right? If you took advantage of that, you get in on them all. As long as you're a member, you're in, join once, get in on multiple challenges. It's a pretty cool deal. So when? It's every single month. The schedule is in the membership. It's a mix of holidays and evergreen niches and evergreen things that you can sell year round versus stuff that is holiday specific. And we just keep doing them, which is how I've been running my business for years now. So what daily budget do I need? For this one, you have to start small and you have to work your way up because most of you will have a new ad account anyway. So start really small and start building up the right information on your pixel, your ad account, your campaigns, so Facebook can learn who to target for this stuff. And then once you're doing better and once you're making sales and once you're getting there, then you can increase your budget. Okay, but start small. Take the training and apply it to your budget. Do not scale until you have what's called a definite winner. Okay. Now, what if I have more questions? Like I said, email me, Skype, or go to my group, ppccoach.com/group. That's my free Facebook group, which I do keep on Facebook because it's free. And if they take that away, well, it would suck because there's over 8,000 people in there. But I have to have my main business off Facebook. Okay. So did you join yet? Awesome. See you in the forums in a minute. You're going to go in and I'll show you. If you're still on the fence, here's a couple testimonials. So one from Mandy. I've known Will for a few years, have a couple of his courses. You'll always learn something from him, whether you are at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what is working for him now, and he teaches in a simple, easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses and within the first lesson made my investment back. If your investment is $1, you have, there is hardly any money that you have to spend to make that back. Okay, Oliver, I don't usually make public posts on Facebook, but feel I need to tonight. Will, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such a great and insightful content. I truly believe you genuinely care and want to help people. You got me started with print on demand back in February, so like last year, and I'm already seeing great success. I've hit several bumps along the way, but just believe in yourself and believe that you can do this and you will. Take care. Love that one. And then Chris, been following Will for nearly 3 years now. And to this day, I still think he's one of the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads. I purchased a couple of his courses in the past and they've been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow this guy. You won't regret it. Love it. If you want more, okay, go here, ppc-coach.com/testimonials. There's, I don't know, over 100 testimonials on there. So what happens after you order? You get immediate access to the forums. You want to see them? No problem. We'll go through real quick and then we'll close it off. Here's my baby. Let's see if we got any new posts. Oh, couple there. So here's the forums. There's the intro section, general, success, journals, right? I do encourage people to make journals. Mindset section. There's a current challenge, which is starting soon, or it may have started already, depends on when you view this video. Here's the completed ones. You can see there's a lot of posts in here, a lot of threads. And here's the ones that are coming up. So you can see there are members in here already. There are people in here. You're not going to be the first. Let's just see what that is. Necklace sales after Valentine's Day, somebody's asking about. So yes, of course you can. But I mean, the Valentine's angle is the best one. Let's go in here to the success. So I just put a README on the top of every forum section. And I just say every time you have a success, I want to see it. So post it in here and you can see we go through first sale, first three, first sale, 100 sales, new campaign test, got 3 sales, 200 sales, at last, never give up, $1,000 milestone. There's me, $14.95 profit at 1 p.m. Eastern, $1,200 profit. Now these are big budgets that I'm using too, but that is profit. That's not revenue. Big day, first sale, made it to 10,000, 19, just under 20,000 unit level in the gear bubble contest, 100 sales, 82 sales, 3K revenue. That was that one that you saw. 6 sales, sales on Teespring, sales on Shine-On, first sales, and there's 3 pages of these. So does my stuff work? Yes, it works. Okay, there is no doubt about it. And when you want to come in here, you go in here, and this is the first one you're going to see when you join, and it just says like, glad you're on board, like our page, subscribe to the channel, need one-on-one, there's an option. There's a free group, looking for courses, introduce yourself here, so you click it, which takes you into here, and then the full instructions are at the top. I put my intro first, and then I tell everybody, please start a new thread. Some people didn't, but oh well. And in here, we have all the intros, everybody. And there's like a bunch, some people are shy, they just lurk, they don't want to put that. But if you have a question, what do? You put, oh, cookies. Yeah, I have cookies. You just literally post that. Oop, won't let me do it now, but I'll get that fixed. So you just do your thread and post, and then your question goes in there, and that's it. Okay, here's an example I put in of a funny, oh, this was one that I was going to show you guys. So roses are red, violets are blue. Thanks for feeding me and scooping up my poo. Love, your cat's name. And you can literally put your cat's name in there. You can enter it. So it's very cool. Anyway, that's the forums. They are very cool. They're my baby. And let's go back here and then we'll wrap this up. So we are basically done. Thanks for watching. Like, I cannot wait to help you guys succeed. All right. Thanks for coming on. I do appreciate your time. Go join now if you haven't already. And if you do have questions, send me an email or go to the free Facebook group and just post any questions you have, and I'd be happy to help you in there. If you're in the forums, that's awesome. I do see a couple people already joined, so thank you very much. I look forward to working with you. And go to ppc-coach.com/join and or ppc-coach.com/trial as well, and you'll see my whole sales page there. So thank you. Have a great day, and we will see you on the forums.